Coach Dodgy Locsin. Coach, magandang hapon, good afternoon. Welcome sa Radyo Pilipinas 2 Sports. Hi.
Hi, magandang hapon, Jess and Cecil.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon,
How are
Coach
you,
Dodgy.
Coach? Oh, ang gandang lalaki ni Coach, di ba? Parang artista. Ayan. So, Coach, kumusta ka na? How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. No? I'm currently doing this academy right now. Everything's good.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Can't complain. Oo naman, alam mo ibang klase ang mga passion ng ating mga kaibigan sa football. Basta may football, happy talaga sila. Pero ito na-introduce ko na kanina Coach Dodgy, no, tsaka Jess at mga kaibigan, itong sinasabi nating CDFS. Yung pong Coach Dodgy's Football Specifics, and this is an academy. So, siguro, pero bago yan, gusto namin kilalanin ka muna, Coach Dodgy. Yan. Tell us about yourself. Paano ba yung naging football journey mo, Coach? Football background, yan.
Well, nung grade school ako, I studied in Claret School of Quezon City.
Yes.
So as we all know it, when our coach arrived in Claret, he's from Iloilo, Coach Bob, he then made it to a point that every student there, almost everyone, to play football. No? So, and of course, the priest. So doon ako na grade school until high school, nag-varsity ako ron. And then when I graduated, I went to UST.
UST.
San Tomas University. And then, same thing. Pagdating kasi pagka-Spanish school, talagang football. So, ayun. So, nag-varsity rin ako sa UST. And then, played by UAP years there. And then after which, nag-work na ako. And then I took a license. And then fast forward, I worked in La Salle Antipolo.
La Salle Antipolo.
Mga magagandang schools. Ateneo also, British School of Manila. Yun.
Yeah.
So, fast forward, right now, I'm in the academy right now. I'm also working as a coach in CCF.
What's CCF? What's CCF?
It's the school of a Christian school here in Tiendesitas.
Okay. Just a passing. Yeah.
And then I'm also the technical head in Ateneo Football Center.
Wow. Coach, ang dami mo racket Coach.
Ang recent job ko was, I was the head coach of the high school UAP in football.
Okay. Yes.
For the juniors.
For the juniors. Ano yan until now, Coach Dodgy? Until now?
Ay hindi na po.
Hindi na.
My contract ended last May 31.
Yes. Alam niyo mga kaibigan, si Coach Dodgy, kilala dati yan sa UST na siya yung nagba-bicycle kick. Ang galing niya, everybody knows that. Ang galing niya. Alam mo ba yung Jess kung paano yun talagang siya acrobatic pag umatake. Yan. Ganyan si Coach Dodgy noon. Kilala siya sa UST. Anyway, para hindi tayo maubusan ng oras, Coach, tell us, itong academy. Talagang kitang-kita ko lagi sa Facebook mo, nakakatuwa. Pati ako nanonood ako para matuto ako ng mga lectures mo na parang reels, no, 'di ba? So tell us about this, Coach Dodgy's Football Specifics. What is this?
Okay, so for 20 years of coaching, no? So marami nagsabi sa akin na I should put up my own club or academy. But of course, sometimes when you're busy, you're handling a team, ang hirap ma-divide yung focus. So finally, when I was done with my contract in Ateneo, I already decided to put up my own academy. Now, the academy is not the same as like the other academies. Iba siya, no? Ang concept ng academy ko is specific. It's really specific. For example, recently, I just finished the 10 sessions of the topic was defending to win. So when I say defending to win, it's really focused on serious players who wants to defend properly. Kasi admittedly, no, lahat ng mga coaches, others will not admit it, but sa isang team, for example, sa high school or sa club, sometimes you really undercoach specific drills. Specific drills that's very important to the players. So that's what I did right now. Gumawa ako ng academy, ang specific topic lang. So yun lang ang topic namin ngayon, defending 2-in-1. And then now we have this coming September 29, I'll be putting up a scanning course naman. Parang scanning naman. Scanning lang lahat. Turuan lang yung mga bata kung paano mag-scan. 10 sessions, yun lang ang tuturo. So kasi, ang difference kasi niyan, Cecil at saka Jess, yung clubs kasi at saka yung schools, ang coaches, they teach that section by section, yes. Pero hindi talaga na-detail lahat. So medyo mahirap, especially kung tatlo lang ang coaches mo sa isang team, ang hirap. So kaya nauubusan sila ng panahon.
Oo, in-depth ika nga yung atake nila,
Yes.
Coach Dodgy. Yes, Jessel, may tanong.
Very focused, very detailed.
Very
Yes.
detailed, very focused, and in-depth para talaga nakatutok do sa mga players individually yung kanilang approach.
And we also assess them. So ito yung current one ko, hindi pa nga ako tapos mag-assess kasi, of course you have to give time for each player because they deserve it. Talagang kailangan i-assess properly.
Yes. Coach Logie, with regards dito, sabi mo nga, very specific, very formal na nakatuto kayo on a specific topic like defending to win. Paano mo mini-maintain ngayon yung, or gaano katagal yung kailangang i-spend for this kind of training, for this kind of topic bago masabi natin na talagang natutunan or talagang naisapuso ng mga atleta yung kanilang inaral?
Ilang sessions or something?
Okay, the session will be 10 sessions.
Enough na yun?
In one session, nothing is enough. So we teach them 10 sessions, 2 hours per session, but they still need to practice it all the time. Kasi it's perfect. Practice is perfection. So we are here to guide them, to teach them kung ano yung proper shape ng body, ano yung shape ng team. Kasi although it's individual development, it's still group teaching pa rin. We cannot teach one-on-one sa ganitong mga topic. So for example, if you're teaching skills development, ganun din ang skills, you teach them how to do it, but they have to do it continuously, and over time they will master it. So the same with the defending. So kasi ang defending topic ko is 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 hanggang 4v4. And then we go to the next course, which is the defending 2-in-2, which is group defending na siya. Although you are teaching them, each player, they need to understand the scenarios. So ang effect kasi nito, yung football IQ nila, lalawak, tataas, and then pagdating nila sa higher level of football, hindi sila maiwanan ng pagdating ng tryouts. No?
Tama.
They will have an equal footing compared to the other players.
Right.
Parang sila na talagang parang confidence ng bata to try out, to show the coach how it should be.
So, Coach Academy, ano mga edad dito? Anybody, I mean, meron ka bang target na mga age bracket na mag-e-enroll dito sa Academy, Coach? Meron bang ganon?
Yes. So, we want 10 to 12 years old.
10.
Pwede siyang mag-mix yung girls and boys. Pero pagdating ng 13 to 17, separate na yun, boys and girls. So yun yung age group ko as of now. Because it is supposed to be for advanced players, meaning players who are really serious. So yun yung target namin, because of course, no, lahat naman mga coaches, licensed or not, the dream is for their kids, mga tinuruan nila, is to be able to represent our country.
To make it to the national team, di ba? Yun talaga yung mga dreams na mga coaches natin. Yes.
Yes. Coach Dodge, nabanggit mo itong age group, especially itong younger, 10 to 12 years old. We know itong mga edad na to, ito rin yung mga maraming nadidistract, nawawala sa focus. Now, sabi mo nga 10 sessions ang karaniwang tinitake for this for this kind of activity. Paano mo sila ine-encourage na maging in focus, especially during your lectures? Kasi para sa bata, minsan napipilitan lang sila mag-enroll sa mga ganitong klaseng academies. Paano mo make sure na natutuwa sila and at the same time natututo sila?
Having fun and the interest is there.
Well, the way I run my session, one, of course, definitely yung having fun has to be there all the time.
Yes.
All players, any age, has to be, they have to have fun. It has to be enjoyable and also challenging at the same time. When I run a session, I demand high level, high intensity. At the same time, kailangan fun. Otherwise, they will fall out or they will not come back. Especially itong klaseng sessions, hanggat mamari, wag mag-absent kasi it's interrelated. Yung day 1 hanggang day 10, it's all interrelated. So, again, we are 3 coaches for 16 to 20 players, tatlong coaches. We are going to really teach them, let them enjoy, and then demand quality, demand high level of high intensity. Kasi hindi talaga siya pwede sa mga beginners. Kasi pag beginners, gano'n naman yun eh. If they are really serious already, pagpasok nila dyan, talagang they will be very, very focused. But of course, again, we never omit or take out the fun of football. It has to be enjoyable. It has to be all the time.
Yes. Coach, karagdagan lang follow-up. With regards to that na nabanggit mo, kailan nakakahawak ng bola yung mga students mo? Pagpasok ba, start na kagad to hold the ball para maging familiar sila dun sa equipment or lecture muna?
Depende sa topic. For example, pagkalimbawa, recently, in defending yung 1v1, I will every session I see to it that they know the objective of the training session for that day. So for example, if on the first day dumating yung estudyante, I will explain to them, today we will be learning the body shape of a defender and the roles of a first defender. So yun muna ang topic ko. So we focus on that. We don't mind other things except for that. I will enumerate, I will explain, and then I will also tell them that I demand a high intensity. Lahat kailangan malaman ng bata so that para pagdating nila sa football field, they're already focused na ito mangyayari. Ito ni expectations. We really have to set expectations for them para mabilis yung learning.
Yes. Ganda naman kasi naka-focus talaga sila sa topic. So matututunan talaga. Pero ito yung tanong ko, Coach Dodgy. May requirement ka ba bago mo tanggapin ng isang player diyan? Like medical clearance or something? Ano yung mga requirements? Baka may mga nanonood ngayon na gusto nilang malaman. Tsaka syempre, ito ba ay sabihin na nating affordable, Coach Dodgy, sa mga magulang na nanonood ngayon? Yung
first and foremost, yung medical clearance, I think it's really given before they start the school.
Okay.
Ang medical clearance naman, it's good for 6 months.
Oh, yes.
So what we do is we just ask, we have a Viber group. I just ask them if are there any special concerns regarding the health of their kids.
Yes.
Ano ba nila, and then they will let us know. Pag wala naman, then that's fine. Kasi yung medical clearance, binibigay na ng school yan. So wala nang Now, the second question, yung fee. Problem kasi nowadays, yung football field talagang ang mahal ng rental.
Totoo yan.
Example, if you are talking about the different, around Makati, ang average na siguro nasa 80 to 100,000 for 10 sessions.
For 10 sessions. Oh.
Kasi 2 hours eh. So,
malaki-laki.
Tsaka turf, maganda naman talaga. No?
Ang ganda nung nila no?
So yan, talagang nasa-shoulder yan, napupunta yan sa parents.
Sa parents. Okay.
So for example, in this session that recently concluded, I was charging around 11 to 12,000 per head.
Per head.
Plus, of course, the field, and then there are 3 coaches, siyempre, and then the
Ganda,
uniforms,
ganda
and
ng
all.
field.
So, yun yung may napupunta naman. Yung
Yes.
equipment, yung balls, and all.
Oo.
So, but it's, at the end of the day, ang importante naman talaga sa amin is yung value ng money
Yes.
na hindi manghinaya ng pera.
Yes.
That's what's important. So you have a price, but make sure that price is all accounted for, all that the parent will really be satisfied, not shortchanging them by not performing well. So,
Yeah. Not bad, Not
Yes,
bad.
yes.
Hindi mahal yun. Kasi
Yes.
2
Considering-
oras eh.
Considering for football.
Oo, tsaka in-depth ang ginagawa, training, no? Nagko-concentrate. Meron nga defending 2-in-1, defending 2-in-2, tas attacking. Ano ba yung scanning? Tell us, Coach Doji. Hindi namin technical, ano bang ibig sabihin ng scanning? Tell us.
ang scanning kasi right now, hindi masyado tinuturo yan sa school. Yes, tinuturo, of course, kahit ako tinuturo ko rin. Pero hindi nabababad yung player.
Okay.
So, right now, because the football right now is very competitive,
Yes.
very dynamic, very complex game, no? So, talagang yung atleta, the player itself, all players in the field, they really need to scan kung may kalaban sa likod or may kalaban sa kaliwa, kung nasa ng ka-teammate, so that pagdating sa kanya yung ball, alam na nila more or less kung saan nila i-distribute yung ball, i-hold ko ba yung ball, magta-turn ba ako, pupunta ba ako sa right, pupunta ba ako sa left. So these are things that it's very, very helpful sa mga bata. So especially kung hindi ka skillful.
Yes. Oo, totoo.
You have to hold the ball all the time. Kahit yung skillful, naagawan because they don't know na meron ng kalaban sa likod.
Yeah.
So these are things, same with defending. Nakita ko yung mga bata ngayon, talagang hindi alam kailangan ng communication ng second defender, sa first defender, hindi nagko-communicate. Basta, sige lang, defend lang. Tama naman yung defend. Ang problem is walang communication. So, those are the nitty-gritty of the topic. Body shape, paano mo i-dictate yung attack ng kalaban. For example, if your strength is your left side, so you try to draw the opponent, the man with the ball, on your left side kasi yun yung strength mo eh.
Yes.
Right? So this will only happen because of the body shape of each and every player and the team shape of the team.
Yeah.
It's dictating the attack already so that the attack will become predictable. So when the attack is predictable, everybody will be prepared. Whereas kung hindi predictable yung attack, hindi mo na-predict, hindi makapag-prepare yung one. So that's really the topic right now that I shared to my current students who just graduated.
Parang ano pala yan, marami kang mata. Nakikita mo talaga yung ilang tao sa likod mo, sa tagiliran mo. That's a gift, no? That's kumbaga, training yan eh. Para alam mo how to anticipate the ball, saan yung movement ng kalaban mo, ng opponent mo. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, ang football po, kailangan talaga yung understanding mo malalim. Tactically, technically, mabilis dapat decision making, positioning, andyan na lahat yun, di ba, coach? May nabasa rin ako, merong football IQ, may mga ganon. Tell us, may mga iba-iba yan eh. Mahirap yung nabasa ko, decision making, positioning. Tell us more about it.
Football IQ, no? Well, football IQ naman yan eh. Siyempre, pag nag-aaral ka, madalas ka mag-aral, madalas ka magbasa, madalas ka mag-nood ng mga games, aangat yung football IQ mo. I mean, of course, dapat sa training, nandiyan ka palagi.
Yes.
So, you understand everything. And if there are things that's very unsure for you, you have to ask the coach because coaches, I don't believe that there's a coach that would not help any player. So you get that from the coach, you get it from the training, you get it from the game experience that you can. Kaya nga importante ang atleta in any sport. Hindi ka dapat mag-absent if hindi ka pwede mag-training, kailangan nandun ko pa rin kasi at least mentally na kinig ka, matututo ka lahat. Kaya nga,
Yes.
di ba, the coaches, there are a lot of coaches who are not even playing as first 11 or first 5
Mm-mm.
sa mga high level of games. Why? Because katabi niya palagi yung coach eh. Tinitingnan niya lahat. Tumataas na ngayon yung IQ niya.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's reality.
Yes.
So it's the same. You have to train, you have to listen, you have to ask questions. Definitely ask questions for your football IQ or basketball IQ.
Yes. Yun ang importante, di ba?
Yes.
Sige, may isang tanong ako bago sa Jess, no? Coach, ako kasi naniniwala ako, napaka-importante talaga ng practice. Hindi mo sasabihin practice lang, di ba? Dapat talaga nag-a-attend ka ng practice. Pero importante rin sa akin ang number of games na lalaruin ng isang player para tumaas talaga yung IQ niya. Kasi dyan, talaga matetest na yung pinag-aralan niya, pinractice niya, maia-apply niya ba? Coach, do you agree?
Yes, ma'am. Exactly. That's really very important. The experience is more important. Doon mo magagamit kung ano yung tinuro sa iyo ng coach, yung pre-practice. Pre-practice niyo, doon mo yung application yun eh. So talaga, number of games will really help the national team. Really help a lot. So
Yes.
that is the idea, that is the goal. You know, of course, sometimes yung grabe ang weather dito and then sometimes yung mga leagues, nag-aaway-away yung mga schedule. So, there has to be one common schedule for everyone. Of course, these athletes, they need to have rest and recovery and they need to study.
Yes, yes.
So yun yung...
Dito
yun
sa
yung-
dito sa academy ba, coach, no, bago ulit kay Jess, pasensya ka na Jess, sino yung mga sino yung mga nag-e-enroll sa'yo? From what school? Clubs ba? Club members ba? Sino-sino sila? Most of them?
I can mention the school, right?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
I have Ateneo, Lourdes, and Claret.
Yeah.
So I have Ateneo, Lourdes, Claret, ano pa ba? Yun lang. Yun lang as of now. And the academy is supposed to help them dun sa school nila. It will also help them dun sa club nila. Because one thing that I don't have is I don't have a team to compete. I'm not there yet. And I want to focus more on the teaching, more of the kuha ng mga bata, yung understanding ng game, understanding ng position. So that pagpunta nila doon sa school nila, pumunta sila sa Ateneo, pumunta sila sa Claret, pumunta sila sa Lourdes, kung ano man yung tactical plan or training session ng coach, they can easily adapt because they
Yes.
already understand. Tataas yung understanding nila eh. So that is the idea why I wanted this academy to develop these players.
Yes.
Well done players.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Coach, tingin ko nasagot mo na actually itong question regarding sa overall vision. O kumbaga yung main goal, sabi mo nga goal yung main goal nitong program, itong academy as a whole. Saan ba ito patungo?
Yan, long term. Tingnan natin yung long term ni Coach Dodgy.
Ang dream ko actually is to be able to supply good players in the UAP clubs and of course number one is the national team.
Yes.
So yan that's the dream, no? We alam mo ang isang atleta, that is I always believe that it is a collaboration of all coaches. At time a child started football until doon sa senior level. Kasi maraming coaches kasi inaangkin lang yung development eh. I don't believe in that. It's a collaboration of coaches.
Tama.
And dito, it's, wala namang perfect na coach eh. So that is my dream. That is my personal dream. To supply the national team, to give better players, probably play in the club. Pero number one sa akin yung national team. So, yun. Siyempre, kung anong kulang ko, may pupuno na ibang coach. Kung anong kulang ng ibang coach,
Pupunuan mo.
o pupunin ng iba. Ganun naman it works that way. So,
Oo.
it cannot be denied. That is the process. That is the
Oo.
way.
Oh, iba-iba rin kasi ang mga coaching philosophy. Iba-iba rin ang mga tawag dito, goal ng bawat mga academy. At pa nagsama-sama yan, so much the better, 'di ba? Para sa ikakaunlad ng football in the country. Now, tanong ko lang din po, how do you monitor itong mga dumaan na mga bata sa iyo? Like natapos na nila yung sessions, 10 sessions, and then bumalik na sila sa kanilang mga respective school or mga clubs. Do you get to monitor them, coach, or labas ka na doon?
Recently, when I concluded the first batch, I
Okay.
already asked them if they can send me their schedule of games,
Yes.
so that I will be able to watch, and probably not to coach, of course, because we need to respect kung sino yung coach that time. I will not do that. So ang gagawin ko lang naman, just take note of the good things that he has done,
Yeah.
and take note of the things that he needs to improve on.
Right.
So this can be, I can communicate it through him through Viber, and tell him and call him. Kasi there are players na lalo na nung pandemic, wala pa naman to, pero this is what I do. I talk to my players 3-on-1, tapos pinapapanood ko sila ng game, and then we discuss. Halimbawa, kung si Messi ang pinapanood niya dahil ang position niya is Messi.
Yeah.
We want to teach kids that when they watch a game, they should observe what are the good, better, and best situations na dapat or sana ginawa ni Messi or ni Ronaldo or kung sino mang player. Because right now, minsan pag nanonood tayo ng game, pinapanood lang natin yung team natin, nag-cheer lang tayo, but we are not focused on the tactical plan or mga mistakes nila or yung mga positive things na ginawa. That alone can actually give you understanding and tataas yung football IQ mo.
Right.
So, yan yung yan yung gusto natin gawin para
Yeah.
Yes.
Oo.
Coach, with regards to that, sino ba yung nakikita mo na current active player sa football na someone na dapat tinitingnan ng mga bata on how he plays, how he or she defends yung kanyang nagiging performance, especially on the big leagues?
Ano yun, national team ba natin o abroad?
Abroad.
Abroad.
Yes.
Ito yung mga sikat na atleta to. Like Messi, ganyan.
Meron kasi silang kanya-kanyang specialization. But for me, Messi is really, he can play a lot of positions. Ang kailangan nga talaga dito sa atin, just like na other countries, kadalasan kasi sometimes the parent mas excited pa doon sa bata. And then yung parent gusto niya na, kasi gusto nila striker palagi ang anak nila, no? Hindi naman sometimes the coach, there will be discussion yan, yung argument yan kung sa isang coach pwedeng striker siya, sa isang coach pwedeng hindi naman siya sa kanya striker. So ang best way talaga is for you, I encourage all the time my players to play at least minimum of 3 positions.
3 positions. Okay.
That's it. That will be very advantageous for the player. Why? So for example, pag nag-try out ka sa isang team, ikaw striker ka, ako striker din. But ikaw, you're playing striker, you're playing midfield, you're playing right back
may
or
edge
right
na.
wing.
May edge
You're
na.
at 3 positions. Ako,
Yes.
striker lang.
Oh.
So pag nagkaroon ng parehas lang or kahit lamang lang ako ng konti, ikaw pa rin pipiliin kasi ikaw, pwede ka maging utility player.
Yes.
So pag nangyari doon sa striker or sa right back or right wing or central midfield, si Kuan nandito. Si Jess nandito. Pasok natin si Jess. So, syempre kasi Kuan yan tactical substitution or
Yeah.
yung limited yung slots mo sa Kuan, di ba? So to answer that, ang hirap depende sa posisyon ng bata.
Yes.
So, you have, in our local Kuan, you have Harvey Gayoso.
Harvey, yeah.
Yes.
You also have Marco Casambre.
Kasambre. UP, di ba dati?
Ayan, UP. Claret UP. And then, you also have sino pa ba? Nawala. Si Gadjan, andyan.
Yeah.
Daniel Gadjan. So, he's playing for Cebu, I think.
Yeah,
Or
Cebu.
I
Yeah. Si Gadia.
think it's
Si Daniel Gadia. Yeah.
Gadjan. You have, he was my player in Lasal Antipolo before.
Oh.
So, you also have yung goalkeepers na si
Sino mga? Patrick Dato.
Ito.
Yeah, last,
So, iba-iba yung positions. So. Ang number one talaga sa lahat ng coaches, ang tinitingnan talaga yung attitude.
attitude.
Daming mga players na could have played for the national team and because of attitude.
Wala na.
Ayan. Right now, you have also Bugas, no? From FE.
Paulo,
Yes,
si
si Paulo.
Paulo.
Paulo, yeah. Di ba, yung isa nasayang lang, yung mas Batenyo doon, but I don't wanna mention the name anymore, but it's very sad. Anyway, marami naman na they can look up to. Huwag na tayo lumayo, huwag na tayo pumunta sa international. Dito pa lang, marami na eh.
Yes.
We just really have to, at the end of the day, we really have to take care of our dreams, our goals.
Yes.
Ano ba talaga gusto natin?
Oo.
That's why ang katuwang dyan palagi is yung parent. That's what I believe, no?
Oo.
We cannot solve the problem of every child every time may problema.
Yes.
So we have to teach them. So yun yung kasi kadalasan 'di ba sa klolo parents tulungan. I had a player before, nakikita ko long time ako. Magtanggal na lang ng medyas, yung parent pa nagtatanggal ng medyas at the age of
Patawarin.
Ganon?
13, 14.
Wow.
How can you kahit meron kang goal, kahit meron kang dream, pero ginagawa mo yung pinapagawa mo sa daddy mo, tinatanggalan ka pa ng medyas, then it will not really happen. It's not gonna happen, At that age, ganun ka pa rin. So, wala talaga.
Wala talaga. Oo, medyas na lang, may tagatanggal pa, no?
Socially.
Oh, hindi magandang.
Yun na ang masakit dyan eh. Yung coach, I believe, there are a lot of coaches, they really mean well. Ang problem lang na misunderstood,
Misinterpreted.
Oo. Oo, minsan talaga, alam mo, hindi lang sa football yan, coach, sa ibang sports din. Minsan ang nagiging problema din, yung magulang, di ba? Minsan, ano ba, ako ba yung coach o ikaw ang coach? Kung mag-coach ko yung anak mo, allow me to coach him. Di ba? May mga ganong problema. But hopefully, maintindihan talaga ng mga parents yan.
But again, no, ang parent talaga katuwang. Hindi dapat nagkakaroon ng conflict yan. Ang parent is the one who is supporting the child and should support also the coach. And, mga misunderstanding lang yan. That at the end of the day, sila talaga ang katuwang dyan.
Yes.
Sila ang tutulong sa'yo. Kailangan tulungan mo rin yung anak nila.
Yes.
So, again, yung bata is the center of the program. It's not the parent, it's not the coach, it's the player, it's the child. Yun yung sentro ng programa.
Yes. Tama. Oo nga, no? Ang isa na lang, no, yung mga academy sa atin, football academy dito sa Pilipinas. Coach, ano bang kultura nito? I mean, nakikita mo ba dumadami na sila, tumataas ba yung quality ng mga academy natin dito para I think ako naniniwala diyan kasi yung talagang makikita natin yung improvement yung foundation ng football. Kung mas madaming academy, maraming katulad ng CDFS. What do you think? How do you see? Observation mo po, coach.
Yung mga academy, I think they're doing a great job helping the football industry here in the Philippines. I think they're nung pumasok yan, nung una lang is nagkaroon ng parang battle of school and clubs, no, and academy. So yes, they're doing their job. Sometimes lang talaga yung ibang clubs, kinukuha na lang ibang player para lang maglaro. So, merong mga clubs na, it's money making lang. Yung pag-asusin mo yung parent, hindi naman tinuturuan, sa game lang dinadala, punta ron, everything. No? But most of them, I believe pare-parehas lang. Lahat naman, kahit saan ka naman pumuntang club, I think may matututunan ka dyan.
Right.
Hindi naman wala. Kasi that's the passion. Kung sino man owner ng club na yan, it began because of the passion.
Right.
Of course, they have to earn, no, to sustain.
Yes.
Hindi naman pwedeng hindi. But, I think we're going to that direction already. Kailangan lang talaga more games.
Yeah.
More games, saka hindi nag-aaway-aaway sa schedule ng games.
Yes.
Oo.
I believe, I wanna be positive about this.
Oh yes, let's all be positive
Let's all
about
be
this.
positive.
Right. May tanong ako, bakit yung logo mo, CDFS, bakit manok? May hawak ng bola. Coach Dodgy, paliwanag mo yan.
Marami nagtanong sa akin yan.
Ngayon ko lang napansin eh.
I learned football because of Claret.
Yes.
But that's it. That's the only connection.
Yes.
Doesn't mean it is something kwan sa akin.
Claret talaga.
You know for a fact na galing ako kay Coach Bob.
Yes.
Hanggang doon lang yan. Wala nang ibang ibig sabihin.
Ala na ibang ibig sabihin. Kala ko may ibig sabihin eh. So that's good to know. That's good to know.
Because, although it's true na maraming Claret na nag-enroll sa akin.
Yeah. So that's good, no? Taga-Claret ka naman eh, Coach
Yes.
Dodgy, 'di ba? Sino bang pagkakatiwalaan mo kundi yung produkto ng sarili mong school, 'di ba? Okay. So sa mga interested, baka may nanonood ngayon sa Facebook, mga nakikinig ngayon na interested to enroll sa iyong Coach Dodgy's football specifics, paano po? How can they get in touch with you?
So it's like this, no?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you could try my program. Right now I'm putting up a scanning module that will tentatively start on the 29th of September.
That's Sunday, yeah, next Sunday.
That will be in Circulo Verde at from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I encourage you to try it. Just try it so that you'll know what you're missing. So you need that's one. No? I'm also having a defending 2-1, the second same course but second batch.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it for the 10 to 12 years old na mga bata.
10 to 12. Yeah.
10 to 12 because mas gusto ko mas maaga, mas maganda, no? Makikita ng sa makakatulong sa team nila.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that same time 2 to 4 in the every Saturday, Sunday, but tentatively we are going to start this September 29. If
Yes.
all goes well, we start on the 29th. If not, then I just have to push it on October 6 or 7, I think.
Yes. I-check
So,
lang nila yung sa Facebook. Yan, may page naman
Yes,
sila.
check on Facebook. You can call me on that number. Nandun naman yung number ko eh.
Yes.
The Viber,
I-announce na rin natin number mo para alam nila. 0917-503-2868. Tama?
Yes.
2868.
Yes po, Cecil.
Yes, okay. So, natuwa naman ako. Dami natin natutunan ngayon. Mag-enroll tayo, Jess. Pwede ba yung edad namin? Hindi tayo serious no? Hindi tayo serious sa football. Anyway, Coach Dodgy, natuloy din ang interview natin. Anything else that you wanna tell us? No, sa mga...
I also want sana those who are listening to us,
Yes.
I would also encourage you to try the defending to win 1. And then we go to defending to win 2.
Yun. Kung pwede nga lahat eh.
Very educational, it's very good for the kids. Nagbabago talaga yung laro nila. So yung mga current, yung mga natapos ko pa lang very very positive yung feedback doon sa akin.
That's nice. Congratulations. No,
Yes.
makikita mo naman talaga yung resulta no. Kung na-adapt nila, na-absorb nila yung mga tinuturo talaga. So more enrollees. Yun ang gusto
Yes.
natin sa CDFS, Coach Dodgy Locsin. And thank you so much for your time dito po sa Sports and Science. Marami tayong natutunan sa football. Salamat. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Cecil and Jess. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
That was our guest for today, Coach
Dodgy Locsin
Locsin.
ng Coach Dodgy's football specifics or grid football